This stops now. Wait, let me explain. Over time, pop culture has really changed, and while some may argue for the better, I beg to differ. Pop culture nowadays is where the cross is a prominent sign of Christianity is now used as a fashion staple or an accessory that everyone thinks looks really nice. So yeah, today we're going to talk about it. I'm going to air out my opinions, and just know I post 2 videos per week. In the first video, I'm going to be talking about my opinions. In the next video, I'll read your comments. Of course, if there are no comments, there's nothing to read, so drop down below what you think after watching the video. Let's get into it. Today's video is split into, not chapters, that's a bit too much of a book. Today's video is instead split into more like sections. So every section we're gonna check. Well, I don't really want to categorize what we're talking about. This is just my opinion and stuff like that. So yeah. Something that really shocks me is how using it as an accessory is normalized. For example, take a look at this clip.
Why are you wearing a cross on your neck?
Because I don't see a cross as religious.
I'm wearing the cross. Why? I don't know. I don't think of it as religious. Okay, well, Jesus Christ died on the cross. I asked you why you're wearing the cross, and you said because you thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I'm glad we got an answer. She's wearing the cross around her neck because she thinks it's cute.
Something I find quite interesting is how we don't really see other religious symbols being used on a day-to-day basis, because I can list off right off the bat so many different religious symbols. I do RS in school, so yeah. We don't see the Star of David, the Star and Crescent, or the menorah being used on necklaces as an accessory or something people use because it looks cute. Quote, that's what she said. Wait, pause. So yeah, that's also something I find extremely interesting and something that I think needs to be addressed in this world.
You wear it, maybe you wouldn't wear a Star of David because you're like, oh, this is maybe like disrespectful to people who are.
Are you making
Jewish.
the argument?
You wear a yarmulke?
I think those are very different
are you talking
things.
like
Why is
blasphemy?
the cross different
I'm
from the yarmulke?
I was raised Catholic, and that's just
Would
not
you
something
wear
that I
a
believe
yarmulke
anymore.
if you thought it was cute?
No, I wouldn't wear. I mean, a yarmulke is completely different than a cross.
I would also like to mention how I'm a Christian myself and have been for quite a while now. I'm not going to reveal my age, but I'm going to tell you it's somewhere between 10 and 15 years. And it's not 10. Okay, so yeah. Another thing I would like to say is that instead of going on all negatives that celebrities, people nowadays just wearing the cross as a symbol or like an accessory, let's go into how the cross originated and began. I don't know about you, but AI just freaks me out, so I'm not going to be generating any AI visuals. I'm just going to grab some AI visuals from the internet because AI just freaks me out. So yeah, let's get into it. It all started on the week of Passover, which was and is a somber remembrance time for the Jewish people. They marked the moment their ancestors were freed from slavery in Egypt, which is another story for another day. Yet for Jesus of Nazareth, this would be the final journey to Jerusalem, which is a city filled with both his followers and enemies. At this point, the story is roughly Palm Sunday, where his followers are laying palms down for him, while his enemies are watching in scorn and jealousy. Jesus is a divine being, and they want to be like him and believe that he is not the Son of God and believe he's being blasphemous. So they plot a plan that does not go their way. However, the story of the cross was not a single event, but a history woven into the fabric of Roman Empire. The cross or cruce was a brutal instrument of execution designed for maximum suffering and public humiliation and used explicitly for non-Roman citizens. It was a symbol of terror. For early Christians, however, it became a symbol of sacrifice and victory over death. It's crazy because back then, people wore the cross and were executed and murdered for believing in God and that God was the divine being. But now, people are wearing the cross as an accessory, proudly, not for sacrifice and death, but for reasons that we do not know of. Unless you guys do, then comment down below, please. I want to know. Now, let's do a quick background check on 5 celebrities who were seen wearing the cross, starting with Rihanna. Don't come after me. Rihanna's religious affiliation is not explicitly stated, but she has used religious symbolism in her work, which has sometimes drawn criticism for cultural appropriation. She has faced backlash for using a Hindu deity pendant and for including an Islamic verse in a Savage X Fenty show, which she later apologized for. In other instances, she has used Christian imagery, such as a nun costume, which some interpret as a challenge to traditional values. No, it's my me, by the way. This is an AI overview. So I think Rihanna has a rocky history with religion and cultural appropriation in these. So yeah. I'm not going to read this mouthful from the AI on Google, but this is basically just an AI overview of what I just said. I want to do more research, and yeah. Next up, we're doing Ice Spice. So yeah, I've been using her as the thumbnail for this video and stuff like that. Just, yeah, she's like the main person in this video. So let's get into her now. Keep in mind that this is also the Ice Spice we're talking about in question. Most appropriate clip I could find of her, by the way. So I did not expect a heritage of religion to come from her. And either way, in this video, wait, what a coincidence, she's actually wearing the sign of cross again in this video. She, the AI overview says she doesn't have a particular religion, so she's probably just wearing the cross because she thinks it's cute, and that is just not okay. I would just like to quickly remind you that I love pop culture as much as the next guy. I just thought this was something I needed to address. I know the video has not ended, don't click off yet. Another thing I would like to say is not all my videos are about religion. They'll just be about talking about stuff that's going on in my life, stuff that's going on in you guys' life. You can drop anonymous questions, and probably some reaction videos, and just whatever you guys want me to do, honestly. Comment down below what you want next, because I do have school, but right now I'm on half-time break, so I'm gonna be posting videos like fire. Like I'm swearing, one every 2 days, I think, maybe. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want that to happen. Honestly, I just wish the world could be a place where everyone, no matter religion, no matter colour of their skin, no matter gender, no matter duality, could be together and friends without people caring about all the little details, like what they do, who they are, how clever they are, how tall they are, how pretty they are. So if you want this too, you don't have to subscribe, but subscribe if you want me to post more videos. Let's end the video on a happier note, and yeah, allow me to play the outro and you can head off on your way out.